Okay, this is perfect. So you want to continue chopping until you get a coarseness that looks something like this. So you don't want a super fine mince because you want some bigger pieces. You are almost done. You want some bigger pieces, not too small, because we're going to saute it in garlic. So if it's too fine, it'll burn. So once you get it to right about here, it should be no smaller than this. You're going to use your knife, bring your bowl close. You're going to take it and just put it right in there. All right. Perfect. Looking good. All right, guys. Awesome. Okay, once you're done, let's take your garlic and just add it right into here and pass this along, and then we'll collect these right in the middle. Okay, so once we're done with that, next comes the fun part, the crab. So for those of you at home, look, taking apart a lobster, we're not going to dump a live lobster in a pot of boiling water, so we don't have to go through all that. We're not going to do that. So I chilled these crabs below 30 degrees. So they're essentially, they're not alive, so to speak. So we are going to break them down, and part of that requires removing the shell, moving the claws off, breaking them off, and so on and so forth. So if you're a little squeamish as you do it, just look away. Just do one of these. It'll be fine. But I do want to not warn you, but just tell you in advance. It's a little much, if you're new to cooking. But having said that, let's get started. So if we can distribute some of those kitchen towels. So here's the thing with crab. Because these are not frozen, they're live, they contain a lot of water inside. And as soon as you dispatch the crab, all the water goes all over the place. So what I'd like for you guys to do, just take this kitchen cloth, put it over your cutting board, just like this. And then there is going to be parts of what we're going to do that require a knife to go through the crab. When we do that, we'll simply lift the bottom portion of the cloth up, and we'll use the cutting board, and I'll tell you guys when that is. All right. You guys ready?
Yes.
All right. Here you go.
Should I just pass it down?
You can pass it down. Yeah. Yeah, why don't you do that?
Oh, so cute.
It's not going to be cute in about a second. I'll tell you that.
That's the whole thing.
All right, here you go.
You're allergic, so I don't know.
It's
Did
okay,
you
no,
want-
I can
okay,
talk. Yeah,
okay.
I can.
I didn't want you to touch it. Perfect.
Here you go.
You're not allergic to
Do you want
No, I
just
can
the heat.
touch it, yeah.
Do you have a cutting board for her? For Alyssa?
I am. Oh,
Perfect.
boy.
Okay, go ahead.
I think I want you on this side,
Oh.
so that you get the camera, so I'll put myself here.
All right.
Should we go down a little bit? So that
Okay, I'm going to get myself one.
yeah, so she fits.
All right, we all have one?
Yes.
Yes.
Okay. Thank you. Okay, so there is several steps to this. What I like to do, and again, there's no right way, or well, no, there is a wrong way to do it. But there are several right ways to do this. And what I like to do is just begin, generally by just laying the legs down flat to your left here. If you're right-handed, lay them down to your right-hand side, because you're going to use the legs to hold the crab down as you pull the top of the shell off. That's the most important part, because it's the most difficult to do. So
The head of my guy is.
it's okay. It's okay. So we can dispatch your crab if you'd like to. And how we do that,
Is mine alive?
I know there isn't a lot of wellness in that committee right there, but that's what's meant to be done. I see everyone else's crab looks fine, right? Okay.
Yeah.
All right, so face the crab away from you. There you go. Yes, so if its eyes are looking at you, that's not the direction you want. You don't want it looking at you while you do this. That's not therapeutic to de-stress yourself from the practice of law. And I was joking around with verdict videos today. The day in the life of a crab cook is not fun. So that's a pretty intense video. Okay, in all seriousness, you guys ready?
Yes.
All right. On the left-hand side, hold the legs down. Reach in underneath this way. You guys see that?
Yeah.
Go for it.
Yeah.
Okay. Then what you're going to do, you're going to hold the legs down, and then you're going to pull to your right the shell off like this, and you're going to put it right in front of you.
Wow. Oh my God, I'm gonna die. Okay, can you please do mine too?
Awesome.
Yeah.
Yeah, thank you.
Perfect. Okay,
You
put
did
it
it?
right in front of you. There you go.
Yours is a little more.
Is it? Sorry.
There we go.
Okay. Now what you're going to see here, put the shell right in front of you, that top part.
Yeah.
Okay, now what you're going to see is the gills here.
Steve, the thing is still kind of wobbling around.
It's called fresh light. Yes, it's supposed to. That's the whole point. Yeah, it's good. Don't worry about it. Okay, because it's not going to do it for much longer, especially when you're eating it. Like, I promise you won't be moving. All right. So what you're going to see here, there's some things you need to know. So for instance, right here, these are the gills. Those are inedible. If you don't remove those, it makes the crab extremely bitter. So you want to get rid of those. Then you have the front part right here, which is the mouth, and you want to get rid of that. There's nothing in there that's flavorful, in my opinion. I've eaten every part of this, so we remove these parts. So how we begin is just grab the gills down at the bottom here, and you can remove them in one swoop here, just like this. You can get rid of the whole thing.
Which part?
Okay, and then we use the shell here as a dispensary, so to speak. Put everything in there to keep everything nice and clean. All right, go for it.
Can we switch?
No. You're here, you're doing it.
Trust
Go ahead.
me, I'm
Yeah, it's
there
fine.
with you.
Look, check it out. Like this, you just reach in and you just get rid of the gills, put them right here. Okay? I promise you, it won't bite you. I promise you.
Yeah, take all of these guys.
Go for it. There you go.
Pull it up.
Yeah, perfect. Okay, once you're done with that,
It's like,
how's everybody doing?
good.
Good? Okay. All right, once you're done with that, here's what we're going to do.
Oh, on both sides?
Yeah, both sides. Yes, not just one side. It's got them on both sides here. Let me get rid of that for you.
Is it just the gill, Steve, or the rest of the?
No, right now just the gills. Okay.
Unbelievable.
Now that that's done, we're going to move on and remove the mouth part. So how you do that, you take your thumb, you put it in here, and you reach down and you grab it just like this, and you pull it and it comes right off. And if it's hard or it comes off in several different pieces, it's fine. It's fine. Like I said, you can't mess it up. So that's the next step. Let's see how you guys are doing.
Can you do mine, please?
I think it's for nails.
That's for nails.
Really?
Yeah, that's
It's
fine.
like, it's hard to push it.
Maybe you could demonstrate twice. Or
Yeah, here.
Thank you.
There you go. Okay.
Can you help?
Yes, I can. All right, if you need help, look, this is a chef's move, meaning it's something that you need to have done like 5,000 times, which I think I've done in the last 25 years, but not 5,000, but you know, hundreds of times. So if it doesn't come off easily, don't worry too much about it. The whole point is just try your best, get as much off as you can, and if you need help, I'll come around and help you. You guys good?
Excellent.
Yeah? Okay.
Yeah.
Now, from here, we're going to flip the crab over, and what you will see there's a little, what's called an apron here. You guys see that?
Yeah.
And that kind of keeps everything in place. So you're going to get your knives. You're going to get the tip of your knife. You're going to insert it right into the bottom of that apron right there. And it'll pop right up.
Oh, wow.
Oh,
The middle apron?
and put it up?
That's right. Okay. Once you, yes, of course. Here. Once you do that, you're going to reach in. You're going to hold the apron. There's two little things right here. You're going to pull up, and then you're going to put your thumb under that. And once you do that, if you pull it back like this, you can remove all of the inside and the apron in one movement right here. And there you go. And that's it. Perfect.
Just a
See, we're going to make a chef out of you. By the end of this cook, you're going to be a pro. Well, for the most part. All right.
Use my knife and just get the rest out.
No, just leave it.
Leave it.
So if there's anything else in there, what I like to do, put your thumb and just, or your finger, whatever, however you're comfortable, whatever you want to use, and just kind of get the rest of it and put it in the shell here. And then we're going to lay this back down. Okay?
Wait, does this come out?
Yes, yeah, the whole thing comes out here. Okay, we're going to clean it up a little bit more here in a second, but do your best to get all that out. Okay. You don't need the knife for this. Take this part right here and do your best to pull it out here. And then we'll get, I promise you, by the time we're done, it'll be perfectly clean, something like this. And we'll be good to go.
Thank God I'm a lawyer, that's all I'm
Okay.
You don't hear that very often.
All right, so when you guys are done, which looks like everyone's close, let me know, and we'll move on to the next step, and we're going to start cooking. You're good?
Yeah.
Okay. All right,
Mine
so
is done.
take your shell, put it up here, as well as the crab. This is the part where we're going to use the cutting board and our knives. You're going to take your crab, put it down facing you. You could turn it to the side a little bit if you'd like, if it's more convenient. And then from here, you're going to take your knife and you're going to put your hand on this part of the knife here, the front, and you're just going to cut it right down the middle. There you go.
Mine is, I can't cut mine.
So, if you're having difficulty, you want to start this way, and then just go down. And then once you get here, you can strike with the heel, with your palm to the heel of the knife, and I promise you'll cut right through it.
Did I? Yeah.
Perfect. Okay, great guys. All right, the next step requires scissors. So I'm going to pass these around, but I'm going to show you what you're going to do first. So the rubber bands, you can cut them off, put them back in the shell here. And then what you're going to do is you're going to dispatch the legs and get them ready. And so if you see, every leg has a little joint right here. Do you guys see that? So you want to cut right through there. It's the easiest part to cut through. So you'll start at the back and you'll cut right down just like this. Okay?
This?
Yeah.
Right there.
Just like this. And then the big one is a little more difficult to do. So you could just take that and you could remove it just like this. And what you will have are these pieces and this piece right here. And then we're going to just set those aside. All right, so I'm going to pass these scissors down. We'll do ours together. Here you go. Okay, how's everybody doing? That's great.
We didn't have scissors.
Okay. Here you go.
Want scissors?
Yes, please.
When you're done, I'm gonna pass this around. Take the top of the crab, put it in here, give it back to me, and I'll put it to the side for you. Okay, how's everybody doing? Good?
Good.
You guys are pretty good. So if you want to stop practicing while we're hiring at one of our restaurants, you guys seem like you're doing a great job. Okay, wonderful.
Scissors, any-
Okay.
Okay, now,
These off.
yeah, you can. You can use your hand too. It's fine. Okay, so after you're done, what we're going to do, we're going to deal with the body. This has a lot of good crab meat inside. And so what we want to do is open that up so that it gets a lot of the seasoning, the butter, the garlic, the pepper that we're going to use. So you can cut it right down the middle, just like this. And if yours is bigger, like yours is, you can cut it into 3 pieces. So that would look something like this. And there you go.
So we're putting this in the middle. Oops.
Yeah, if it falls around or it moves or it goes into different places, it's fine. It's meant to get away from you a little bit. Okay. We got that. All right. I'm going to put this here in the middle. Once you guys are done, you could take the bodies and you can throw them in there. And then keep the claws and the rest of the legs. We're going to do a couple more things with them to prepare them. How's it coming?
I think it's going all right.
All right?
Is this good?
Yeah, it's great. All right. Looking good, guys. Can you clean one of these? You know what? I want
Get rid of this first.
just one of them. The rest of it can go. Okay, now for the fun part. Here, let me get this. So, before, there's 2 ways to cook crab. You could boil it, you could saute it, you could roast it, you could bake it. There's a lot of things you could do. But if you boil it, some people put the crab whole into the hot water. If you do that, it's hard to get flavoring on the meat itself. Especially with this recipe, we want all of the garlic, the butter, the pepper to make contact with the crab meat that's inside the shell. Most people's favorite part is the claw. So what I like to do, we're going to take the claw, you're going to put it here on top of your claw. You're going to take one of these mallets. We're going to pass this around. And you're just gonna just gently, or medium gently, just break the shell open, just like this. Just so you could see that the shell has come apart. You see that? Yeah. Right there where you could see the meat's exposed. And that's what you're gonna do. So do that to both claws, just like this. This is where your apron really comes in handy, guys. Good job. Because it will. So if you're not wearing an apron, keep it on the cloth, because the cloth will absorb all of the water that comes out. Otherwise, you're going to get splashed. And then when you're done, just throw them in there. There you go.
Trying to get a job at his restaurant.
Here's another one.
Thank you.
You can't do it too much. I mean, you can, but don't worry if it seems too smashed. It's fine.
Can I get that one? Thank you. This was, if you want to.
Hard. That's right.
Okay.
This is helpful.
Great job, guys. Looking great. I see. So, for those of you who are watching, there's bones flying all over the place. there's crabs, cards flying all over.
Just the,
Okay, that's a
the claws.
good sign.
Two claws.
Yes, you don't want to tenderize it, but that's pretty good. Yeah. Okay, wonderful. Okay, now, as you do that, another thing that I like to do, you know, part of eating crab for me, it's, you don't want it to be difficult to eat. The work to get the meat out, if it's too much, it's not worth, you know, all the effort. So what I like to do is just do all this in advance, part of which includes taking the legs, running the shears right under the crab leg for each one, and simply just opening the shell. What that does is, as it cooks, it'll shrink a little bit, the meat will get smaller, the shells will get harder, and the meat will kind of come loose on its own. And then you could dig right in and you could open it and eat it without too much difficulty. Also, this aids in the flavor going inside like we talked about here a moment ago. So I'm going to pass the scissor around again. Do as much as you can, and then we'll start cooking. There you go. Okay. You can also use the knife. So if you'd like, you could take the heel of the knife. You could do that as well. There you go. Yeah, I'll help you out. So if you don't have the scissor, you could take the heel of your knife right here, just put it at the end of the joint. Make sure it's in the right place. And there you go. You could split it right in half. And that works just fine. Okay, let's do a few more. All right. Don't do it on the towel though. Here, this is the part where you want to do it on the board. Otherwise, your towel will look like Swiss cheese on your hand. Awesome. Wonderful. Okay, guys, very good. How we doing? We almost done? Oh, you guys are finished. Okay, great.
Maybe use scissors, it's easier.
Here,
Oh, there. Got it. Thanks.
you're welcome. Perfect. Great. All right, so from here, when you guys are done with that, take your cloth, clean our cutting boards. We're going to collect the cutting boards now, put them to the side, and we're going to move on to the cooking part. Okay, you guys ready?
Yeah.
All right. So, right now, let's move over to the sink, rinse our hands out. I have some paper towels. We're going to take the garlic, the crab, we're going to come over to the stove here, and we're going to start cooking.
Oh, darn it.
So close.
Redo.
Here we go. When you're done, you can throw it right in here.
You guys, yeah, which way we go for wash hands?
Oh, shoot.
You're 0 for 2.
I know, I was doing so well, and then, okay.
Do you want me to help you?
You broke something. Leg number 1.
Party foul.
Oh, here, just throw it in here.
Okay.
No problem.
Yeah.
Great. Okay, you can put the paper, give everything. Okay. All right, whenever you guys are ready, come on over here and we're going to make the sauce.
Are you done with these?
I think so.
Okay, this is my favorite part actually. Okay, so we're gonna do two things tonight. One is the garlic noodles, and the other is the garlic crab. This is that crustacean, garlic, pepper, butter, you know, what they do. It's a big secret, no one knows what it is. So I found some recipes online. I talked to some of the chefs. I found the ingredients that I think are the best and easy to put together. And this is it. So it consists of a really good creamy butter, garlic, black pepper, chicken bouillon, and sugar. So what we do, anytime you begin to saute butter, especially on this stove, which is super hot, it's a commercial stove, I just put a little bit of olive oil, and what that does is it prevents the butter from burning. And so we're going to start a little bit of olive oil, and we're going to take a little bit of butter. I'm going to do 3 of these because we have a lot of crab. And so once this boils down, you could use any kind of spoon, wood, whatever have you. It doesn't matter as long as you can mix it. So why don't you guys start? So I'm going to give you a little bit of oil here. There, pour yourself a little bit of oil in that wok right there. That's good. Take about 3 of those. All right. Grab your little spatulas there. You can use that spoon. And then just gently, just let it melt. See, the hard part about this is you don't want to rush this. You know, I know we're on Zoom and I know people are watching. I don't want to waste anyone's time, but you want this to melt when it's supposed to melt. And you want it to melt slowly so that it doesn't burn. And what we're waiting for is as soon as it starts melting, we want to get that garlic in there as soon as we can. Okay, so we'll continue to move it around. You can see that olive oil combines so well with that butter, and it just protects it from overheating, like I said here a minute ago. And then as soon as you're done with that,
How high the heat? Medium, high?
so I have the heat on low here. Yes, thank you for that question. So what I have, the pots here in the back are on low. Those are for the noodles, so I've prepared that. That's going to be next. But here I have it on simmer, so the lowest possible setting is what you want to put it on. And that way you won't burn anything. Okay, so can I get a spoon, please? Okay. How you guys doing? Good? Great. Oh, looks great. Perfect. Or a few spoons. Oh, no, one's good. One's good. Okay, now, what we're going to do, we're going to add the garlic. I'm going to do about 2-3 of these. This is about 3 or 4 cloves, but I'm going to double the recipe. I'm going to do about this much, maybe even a little bit more. And then add about 3 spoons of that. That's good. That's good. All right. Now, as you add it, you can start mixing it here and combine the butter and the olive oil.
Want to put this here? It's behind you.
Yes. Here, we'll put it right here. We'll leave everything right in front of us. That's the other part of cooking. So when I used to cook, when I first started, I'd come home around 8 o'clock with all the grocery bags, and I'd take a butter out of the bag, I'd melt a little, I'd go into the bag, grab a garlic, start cutting that up. We used to eat at like midnight. They used to call me Take Your Time Kitchen, because people would come over to eat, and everything would be ready by like 1 a.m. But now, you know, through years of cooking, we do what's called mise en place, which is a French term for having everything prepared right in front of you, which I've taken the time to do. So everything is seamless, and we can eat on time. Okay, now, at this point, you can see it's a little low, the stove, so I'm just going to turn it up to medium low, just a little bit. Just a little bit. So why don't you go ahead and just look at the flame here. Yeah. Okay. There you go. Now, when it starts sizzling, now you know that you're cooking. Now we're cooking. And this is exactly what it's supposed to look like. Awesome. Okay, the next thing we're going to do, as this is going, we're going to add 2 teaspoons of chicken bouillon. The reason for chicken bouillon is it's perfect. It's perfect for this. It's got the salt, flavor, herbs, umami, depth. It's meant to make a stock. So you take a little bit of this, you add some water, you have chicken soup basically. But if you don't add water, all the flavors concentrate like crazy, and you get something that's just amazing. So what we're going to do, we're going to add just enough to cover this, just gently, because it is very flavorful. So you just want to put, what am I doing here? I have about a tablespoon, so I think 2 of these, this is half a tablespoon. So 2 of these would be 1 tablespoon. Okay? And then as soon as it goes in, you want to mix it up immediately. You want to get everything incorporated as soon as you can. Okay. How does that smell, guys? Pretty good? Okay. Awesome. All right. Now, you let that go. You let that incorporate. You can see the colors beginning to change. The flavors are coming out. That butter is getting into the garlic. The chicken bouillon's bringing it all together. I mean, it smells completely different, right? Okay. Now, as soon as you got that going, the next thing on the list is black pepper. So what we're going to do is we're going to take some black pepper here, and we're going to do the same thing. We're going to use that tablespoon. We're just going to come in here, and just put 1 tablespoon in there, which should be more than enough. And then as soon as that happens, we want to incorporate all that. Here we go. All right. Yeah, get all that incorporated. Perfect.
Thanks for saying that.
No, I would never say that. I would never just say that. No, it's great. It's great. So if you want, sometimes you can tip it to the bottom and just incorporate this. You can do it much quicker. But we're in no rush, so there's no wrong way to do this. Okay? Okay, now we're going to do the sugar. So the purpose of the sugar is to calm everything down. The purpose of the sugar, you don't want it to be sweet. That's not why we're doing it and what we're doing it for. We're just doing it to kind of bring all the flavors together. Also, you will see as soon as you put the sugar in, it becomes kind of like a viscous, so to speak. It becomes like emulsified. And so just a little bit, again, not for sweetness, just to bring everything together. That's all you need. I put 2 of these, so half a teaspoon should be enough. Okay. Now, you guys ready? This is where the crab comes in. So we're just going to take some crab, just like this. That should be about enough. Here, put some crab in there. Okay, here we go. Thank you. Okay, let's see if we can do this whole batch here.
I get to eat all this, right?
You're gonna eat, we have like 25 of these. Okay, cool. Take your spatula, go in the bottom, and just mix it all together. This is the reason why we cut everything with the scissor. We cracked it with the little mallet. We want everything, this is the part where it all gets in there. There you go. And you can't do this enough. The more you flip it over and stir it around, the more the seasoning gets in there, and that's kind of the whole point. you want to get your chef on, yes. You can. When I take that deposition, I come home and I'm stressed out. This is what calms me down. Watching that crab and all that butter get in there. I'm like, oh, life's great again. Okay. How are we looking, guys? Good? Good. All right, you want to keep it on the flame here?
I'm not trying to cook it, right?
You are. You're, yeah, here. Just like this.
I'm like our first year associate. Nothing I do is video.
No, you're good. We'll let you answer more than 4 wrongs. It's fine. We'll let you take a depo of an admitted liability case. It's all good. Okay. So, as you can see, everything's incorporated. Everything is looking really good. You can see here the butter, the pepper, garlic, it's all getting in there. So we're going to let it go just a little bit more. I'm going to turn this up just a notch. Let's go just a little higher. Oh, that's the oven.
Oh, I thought it was already on.
Good. Oh, that's the water there. There you go. Okay, now you can hear it sizzling. Why are we doing this? All of the garlic, all of the pepper, everything is already on the shell, so you can't really burn it. But what you are doing is you're getting everything sauteed together. You're getting that steam into the crab, and with that steam goes all of that flavor that we just created. So some things you got to do on heat. Right now we're at like a medium heat. We're not going to do anything more than medium, it's too delicate. So just keep turning it, just like this. Man, this smells really good. Okay. It smells excellent.
Is your color changing?
Yeah.
There's not much color in my face. Smells so good. Oh my God.
I'm going to put this right here. Okay, you're going to bring it over here, and we're going to dump it right into this pan here. We're going to turn the heat down again. Go ahead. Okay. Good. Very good. Great. Yeah, this is great. Okay. Okay, and that's our first batch. All right, great job, guys. Okay, so we're going to take a second now. Let's quickly rinse these down. Cole, can we rinse these down real quick? Especially this one right here. Let me rinse this and this one right here. Okay, after this, we're going to let you guys come and finish the rest of it. Okay. Okay, who's next? Perfect. Okay, you guys ready? You ready?
Yeah,
Okay, come on over.
okay.
Okay, so what we're going to do, we're on low right now. We're putting everything back on low. We don't want to burn it. So when you do that, just look. Make sure you got the right, because we have all the burners are going right now. So just make sure you got the right burner going. Let me get the water out of there. Okay. Okay. Don't try this at home. These new tongs. My fingers have no feeling, so I can get away with this. All right. So we're going to do exactly what we did before. We're going to start with a little bit of olive oil, so the butter doesn't burn. And it doesn't matter. It's not like 1 tablespoon. Just cover the bottom of the pan. You can't put too much. You can't put too little. Perfect. Perfect. That's good. Okay, then from there, we're going to do a few butters here. Go ahead. Take these 3 right here. Pop them right in. Okay. Let me get you guys some napkins here. No.
Thank you.
I usually you could use your apron for a napkin if you'd like. If you have one, here you go.
Thank you.
Okay, now we're going to take this one right here. That's yours. Go ahead and just gently move that butter around. Okay. All right, so what I'm doing here, I'm covering our pan, some heavy-duty tinfoil. And as soon as all of the crab is done, we're going to pop it into the oven at 325 for about 20 to 25 minutes. So I'll leave this right here. Okay.
Can we move on to garlic?
Yes.
Okay.
So you're going to put, I think we did 3 of those. Yeah.
I can use it. Clear out of it.
You can just dump it in there.
Yeah?
Yeah.
2,
There you go.
3. Go ahead.
Perfect. Okay, awesome. Man, I didn't know CAALA had such good cooks. This is great. You gotta do this more often. Yeah, you guys are doing a great job. All right, so this is the part that you don't want to rush. Just let it gently soak up the butter and the oil. Let all the fragrance come out. It becomes translucent, which means it's ready to have the rest of the ingredients added to it. It's caramelized somewhat, so it's looking pretty good. Okay, great. All right, from here we're going to add the chicken bouillon. I think what we did. So the recipe calls for 2 teaspoons. I think we did a tablespoon, if I'm not mistaken.
We did 2 of them.
Yeah, we did 2 half table. Did we do 2 half tablespoons? See, that's the thing. It really doesn't matter because what you want to do is just cover the garlic. So I know we did.
I'm afraid the same thing might happen eventually. But.
Okay, so you're going to want 1 tablespoon. We did 2 half tablespoons before.
So 1 tablespoon.
Yeah, 1. Okay. Ms. Colebran? Who? Oh, Nicole. What's up?
2 of these.
1 tablespoon.
Yeah. Perfect. I love you got the little tapping there. You've been watching some TV. Good for you. Okay, great. All right, so as we did before, just let this go, incorporate it. Wonderful. All right, from here, we're going to go with the black pepper. We're going to do also 1 tablespoon. So let's see here. Yeah, I think 1 tablespoon is good. Go for it. Perfect. All right. Here, you can stand right in front of it. There we go. Okay, great. As soon as that's incorporated, put in half teaspoon of that sugar. So that would be this one right here. Oh, this is
What do you want? This one was the one you used last time.
either one. So we're gonna do half teaspoon, which would be this.
Thank you.
There you go. Awesome, guys. Very good. Man, it smells amazing. Okay. Let me know when you're ready for the crab.
I think I'm ready.
I think you are. Okay. So, we may have to do this one more time, but
Do it.
the crab goes right in. I'm just adding, enough. That way you have to wash your hands afterwards. All right. Here we go. That should be good. And what helps is as soon as you put it in, grab the handle, tip it over, or angulate it, lift the handle up.
Like that?
If you lift that handle in your left hand, there you go. And then you come from the bottom. And then,
Oh, I see.
there you go.
Got it.
All right. Okay, here, hold this for a second. That should be good.
Thank you.
All right, you ready? It's great. Okay, that's good.
It doesn't have to be on low.
No, it's looks fine. It doesn't have to be on low.
It was too low, that's why.
Oh yeah, now we can turn it up. As soon as you incorporate everything, then you can turn it up.
Okay.
But I mean, we could do it now too. So how you want to do this? Exactly. Here, let me show this to you real quick. You could take your wok, tip it, get on the bottom, and flip everything around. Just like this. And if you have too much, you can take some and put it in other people's. Your neighbor's here. She has a bigger one. There you go. Okay. This is great. You guys want to try it? Come on. We have two more. Yeah, okay, great. All right, and just let it go, let it do its thing. You'll know when it's done. We got a couple more minutes left. All right. Awesome. Okay, so what I'm going to do now, I'm going to turn the heat up a little. Let's get it going. Okay. Now, as soon as you hear that sizzle, that's great because now the crab shell, the butter, the oil, everything's coming together. Just stir it as much as you. All right, guys, wonderful. All right, right, we have about a minute left, and then we'll be done. So what does it smell like? Is it good? What's delicious? Okay, wonderful. And again, like I mentioned, you can do this with anything. Shrimp, cauliflower, if you want to go vegan with it. You could do chicken. Some people do chicken, but obviously, we're doing crab because that's what this recipe is intended for, but it works with any protein. All right, we got home stretch here. It's good. Go. Okay, so we're going to take it. Put it right here. Here. Okay, you can just leave these right here. Okay.
This is a culinary measurement for a while.
You're in the lead here.
I think you're invited next time too.
Trying to get a spot in one of the kitchens. I'm with you.
Okay, perfect.
Have to?
Yes. All right. Ooh.
Man down.
Okay. All right, we have, I think, 2 more. We could do 2 more. Okay, who's up? All right, come in, take your places here. All right, get these going. Okay.
Pretty easy. Yeah.
I think 2, yeah. Okay. Okay. Okay, so we're going to make sure we're on low. Remember, this is the part that builds all the flavor. You don't want to rush this. Okay, so we're going to start all the while. Okay, who's going where? Okay. There we go, that's good. Perfect. Okay. Now, let that warm up a touch. And like we did before, as soon as it warms up, it's ready for the butter, which that should be enough. Use 3 is good. All right, go for it. Let me get you some paper towels. You have paper towel here? It's okay. Doing things by hand is awesome. Okay. Yes, any way you want to put it in is fine. Okay, here you go. You need a paper towel? Wonderful. Okay, great. Okay, let me just reach in here. Yeah, we have enough garlic. It's working out. Are you worried? A little bit. I mean, it's the first time. It's the first time we've done this, and it's coming together. So I'm very happy. All right. Wonderful. Let me know when you guys are ready for the garlic. You're ready? Go ahead. Three spoons. You can put a little more in there. There you go. There you go. Here, let me get you one more. So again, this is the part where we're building the flavor. We don't want to rush it. Just gently, just let it do its thing for a couple minutes. We're trying to draw the flavor out of the garlic, the sugars, you know, caramelize it a touch, if you will. Perfect. Okay, so here, let's move this one over. Try to get it in the center if you can, or you can also move the handle around so you can distribute the heat evenly. Great.
So fancy, I don't know, which knob to turn.
Yeah, neither do I. It's new, so. Okay, cool. All right, that's that. All right, you guys are ready for the pepper? We're doing 1 tablespoon. Oh, let's do the bouillon. So with the bouillon, we also did 1 tablespoon, I believe. Yeah, here you go. 1 tablespoon. There you go. Perfect. Awesome. Okay, you guys are ready for the pepper. I think we also did 1 tablespoon of this. There you go. Looking good. Perfect. Okay, let me get this out of here. All right. Okay, as soon as that incorporates, we'll do the sugar. 1/2 teaspoon of that.
Yes, sure.
You know, I had I was thinking this afternoon, I was like, as I was prepping all this, I hope I don't act like Gordon Ramsay.
You haven't thrown anything or flung anything around, so you're good.
What is that? Too much sugar? Oh my God!
And you haven't cussed either, so.
Well, I mean, it's not necessary. If it was, I still would do it.
Gordon says it in there.
Okay, perfect. Perfect. Okay, great. So we're gonna keep this for the noodles. Oh, so I'll leave this here. Okay, guys, as soon as that's incorporated, I'm gonna come by with the crab, and it'll be our last batch. You ready?
Chef.
Yes, chef.
Yes, chef.
Okay. All right, guys. Okay.
Should we turn up the heat?
It's kind of hot already. Okay, now you just want to incorporate everything, start from the bottom. There you go, just like that. That's perfect. Perfect. I will turn it up a little bit.
You're really getting it.
Awesome, guys. This looks great. Smells great. Okay, let me turn the heat up a little bit more. You good? There's one there? Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful.
So just keep it mixing it and
Yeah.
stirring it.
Yeah, the reason you keep mixing and stirring is so nothing stays in one place for too long. You don't want it to burn. Perfect. Does he cook at home?
He has a wok, and he does awesome fried rice. Shrimp fried rice, so.
Yeah, he looks like he's familiar with it.
It's a little cooking.
He usually defaults to my cooking, but
Yeah,
I love the way he cooks every once in a while.
Okay, guys, looking good. All right, we are almost there. Okay, I think we're good. Okay, so, yeah, there you go. You can just dump it in. Put that pan right over there, right next to the sink. It's alive! Nice. 5 second rule.
This is why I get a little too late stuff.
Oh, no, you can just leave it right there. Yeah, we'll rinse it. Okay, go ahead. Perfect.
Sorry.
Okay, you can plop that right over there. Okay, so we have all three. Okay. All right, so we just want to get a really good seal on this. And then you guys want to open the oven? Go for it.
Open the magnet.
Yes. We're just going to pop these in. All right. Perfect. All right. Okay, great. So we're going to set a timer for 22 minutes, and then we'll check it. Okay, so now, as soon as that goes in, we're going to move on to the noodles. Okay. All right. So I already have these going. You can see they're steamed just for the sake of time. Okay, who are the first two people up?
Back.
The temperature for the oven for everyone?
325. Okay. Let me get rid of these things. Okay, so the first thing we want to do, now that we're done with the crab, I will take these off. Okay. We just want to make sure we have all our ingredients. So, noodles we have, they're in the fridge. I'm going to bring them out here in a moment. The butter that we're going to use, if you can grab that for me, it's the creamery butter. We have garlic again, which is the star of the show tonight. Maggi sauce,
Yeah.
oyster sauce, fish sauce, sugar, and Parmesan cheese. One's good for right now. Okay, as soon as you have all your ingredients right in front of you, you can get started. Parmesan cheese. Awesome. Okay, we have everything here? Great. Okay. You guys ready?
Ready.
Okay, so we're gonna do what we did last time. This is a little bit of a different sauce, but we're gonna make sure we're on low here. We are on low. We're gonna start with a little bit of oil so we don't burn the butter or the garlic. There you go. Perfect. Okay, and then from here, we're gonna go, I'm gonna do 3 of these. Okay. Here, I'll give you some wooden spoons for this one. Oh, sorry. Okay. There you go. Okay, great. Okay. So, you want to get the noodles out? Let's start with those. Like we did last time, let that garlic melt in there. I'm going to stand to the side so you guys can see. That's a very nice technique you got there. It's pretty good.
I'm just trying to use my mind, you know?
It's fun, right? Hey, listen, I do this like 3-4 nights a week for my family. It's a wonderful, wonderful way to let the day go and hang out with your family. Okay. So as that butter melts, we're going to do what we did last time. We're going to begin with the garlic. And if you forget what's going on, you can look right up there. Everything's written right there. So the butter is in. We're going to go, same thing with the garlic. We're going to add, this is about, a heaping tablespoon is about 4 cloves. So we'll do, you know, something like this. About 2 of those. 2 tablespoons is what we're doing. A little bit, yeah, exactly. Perfect. And then as soon as that's in, make sure you get it in the butter and the oil. Okay, and then we'll let that go. Perfect. Okay. As soon as that's fragrant, you smell it? Okay. Now, we're going to take our noodles as we're doing this. We're going to have the boiling water going. Turn it up just a little bit. Great. It doesn't have to be boiling. There you go. Okay. So from here, start with Maggi sauce. So the Maggi sauce and the fish sauce are really what bring this dish together. It's just a lot of flavor, a lot of umami. All right, so what do we have? 1 tablespoon. So just like this. This is super concentrated, so you don't want to put too much. That should be good.
What does umami mean?
Umami means like an earthy, deep, just like a, yeah, exactly that, like an earthy flavor that can't really be described. You have to taste it. It's just earthy. And you can smell it. You smell that deep.
Oh, yeah.
Okay, so we'll mix this around. great. All right, we're gonna do our oyster sauce next. Same, let's do a tablespoon. This one again. Okay, there you go. 1 tablespoon. And you want to mix this as soon as you can. You want to make sure that it all emulsifies and stays together. You don't want the sauce to break. Okay. And then from there, we're going to do our fish sauce. This has a lot of flavor, so you don't want to put too much, but we're doing 1 tablespoon. There you go. Okay. You smell that? Has a really good, funky, salty, briny umami. Exactly. 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 We learned a new word today. And now we're gonna put the sugar in. We're gonna do a tablespoon. There we go. Okay, there's our base. This is the garlic noodle base. You can taste it. You go to Crustacean, this is exactly what it smells like and tastes like. So now we're just going to make sure our noodles are cooking. Grab one of these tongs here. There you go. Let's turn your heat down a little bit. Okay. Okay, you're down. All right. So get in there on your noodles here.
The 2 sauces between yours and Michael's look different. Does that matter?
No, I think it's because of the pan. I don't know why. Oh, I have a wok, so my oil and my butter have pooled a little bit more. His is more spread out.
Okay.
I think that's the only reason I could think of. But at this point, we're going to turn this sauce off.
Yes.
Yeah, turn your sauce off. We're good.
Yeah, we wondered that.
Okay, so at home, if you're doing this, turn the sauce off. You don't want to overdo it. Okay. So you want to test your noodle. The way that you do that, just take a paper towel, put it on there. You're going to eat it? You're good at the eating part? Yeah, let it cool down a little. It's getting there. So I used fresh egg noodles. They don't need long.
Mine's good, should I turn it off?
Oh, no. So you're going to leave the water going. So as soon as that happens, we're going to take the noodles, the water and all of the water has starch in it, so if it gets into the sauce, that's a good thing. Okay? Yeah. If you can't get every single one, that's fine. Okay. Now, you're going to take your tongs. Gently, you don't want to break the noodles. Gently mix it all together. Now we can turn the heat back on. We're going to put it on medium-low. Okay. Look at your front. Perfect. Okay. Now, What we're gonna let the heat do, we're gonna let the water from the noodles that went into the pan, we're gonna let it all come together. Just mix this up as quick as you can. Use your tongs right there. Okay, as soon as the noodles go in, you want to just use tongs only, but gently. You don't want to, squeeze the noodles too hard, but incorporate it all in there. And then once that's done, we're going to go with our cheese. And I'm just going to do, let me get a spoon for this.
Can I get a spoon, please? You want this?
No. Thank you. Okay. So what the cheese is going to do, the hope is that, well, not the hope, what we're going to do, the idea is you want it to get into that pasta water that we brought in. You can even take a little bit of the water and put it on the cheese. The starch from the noodle should make it amazing. So, okay, mix that up. Here you go. And then when you're done, you can just leave it right there. Okay, now comes the part where we taste to see if it needs anything more. So just go from the top here. Okay. Perfect, it's good. We can add more to it though, I think. Is yours good? Okay. So for mine, I want to add a little bit of, this is all now comes down to preference. I'm going to add a little bit of this oyster sauce because I want it to be super flavorful. I'm going to do a little bit more sugar here. Maggi sauce is enough. I'm going to do some more Parmesan. Now this really is up to you.
I like not very quick. So, this is my favorite.
There we go.
Steve, are you guys gonna mix it at the end or not?
What's that?
Are you guys gonna mix everything together? Cause it's gonna.
Maybe. Here, right now, I think we should, I don't know what, can we get the serving trays? We'll just pop these in there. Okay. Let's taste it one more time. Okay. Okay. Why don't you guys come and everyone take a taste? Let's, if we can get a, we'll do paper towels and some forks. Okay.
Yay, let's do it. There you go.
Just put it on your
Uh-huh.
Yeah, just put it right.
There you go.
Thank you.
Maybe you can just leave that right there.
The taste is fine.
Awesome.
Thank you.
Take theirs too. Okay, let's see what you got here.
First one yours. Am I higher than the? No.
I'm still thinking, hold on. I gotta deliberate, actually. Let me take this.
I'm gonna try one. Go on.
Yeah, so you can go and try each of, a little bit of each and see how you like the different flavors. And then when we're done, you can mix them all together in this, and then we can take the pans, put them back on, and we'll finish it up. By that time, our crab should be done, and we'll be good to go.
Definitely a taste difference.
Really?
Oh, yeah.
Okay,
Yeah, let's try the crow.
Very good.
you guys want to try it? Camera guys?
I'm testing yours. Here we go. Here we go.
I get offended very easily. I'm very sensitive.
Is there differences?
Definitely,
You can
yeah.
tell.
What little extra ingredients you got in there?
It's getting
Good
thrown
flavor.
out.
Oh, are we, oh man, okay.
It's a
Yeah,
chopped,
we
it's
gotta
a
do
chopped
chopped
challenge.
for sure.
Should do this blindfolded. so
Well-
I don't know who's-
We also know the host, so we're very smart guests.
What do you think?
You added more of the fish sauce. I
That's right. Oh, the oyster sauce.
Oyster sauce.
Yeah.
Not
What
fish
did you add more, Michael?
Sugar, oyster sauce, and Parmesan. You added a lot of Parmesan. Okay, so as always, I mean, this is what the fun of cooking is. We could change the recipe up. Now we know it's better with a little bit more oyster sauce, a little more sugar, and a little more Parmesan for more flavor. The fish sauce was heavy, it was perfect for what it was, so that's what we'll do for the next batch. All right, so let's add these together. Just remember, mine's on the bottom. Honestly, I'll leave it at that. No, I'm kidding. They were all very good. Okay. All right. Tongs. Great.
Are you ready? Excited? I didn't add sugar to mine.
No, you, and I was gonna say, it's exactly what you can tell.
But it doesn't have
Compare
sugar.
it to the other two.
Well, it's wellness. I didn't want to add
Oh,
sugar.
right, yeah.
I like that. They were all different.
They were all
But I don't
good.
like, that one had a very nice light.
Can you,
So
Persian
it-
one, put
it
this in
just
there?
kinda depends on which you want.
They're all getting mixed together, so.
Yeah, well, they'll all balance each other out then.
We know this is on the bottom.
Thank you.
Okay. Who's up?
I'll go.
All right.
You
so
have three or?
I have three, yes. So these are the last three. Here, let me use this extra.
Yeah.
He took the sugar from me.
It is? Okay.
Oh, wait, no, never mind, still 2 minutes.
No, I have my own.
You know what we need a photo of those ingredients.
Oh, I think Araceli emailed them.
She did,
Done?
but like.
Araceli, didn't you email the
Oh, you
recipe?
can photo it.
Yeah.
Oh, well, I'll leave it open. I don't want it to give mush.
This fish sauce, this.
Okay. So, we're gonna do what we did before. We're gonna start with some olive oil. Let's make sure we got decent heat. Great, great. Okay. Perfect.
Get enough of that one.
All right, guys.
Let me try it again.
Good thing we got it. Thanks.
Here, we can wash that. Can we wash the forks?
7 minute left.
Nah, the top can go a little bit more, it's fine. Okay. Perfect.
What were you using these ones? For the-
Yes.
Is there another one? Those five ones?
Perfect.
Oh, you do it. Sorry. Can I use this now?
You're gonna wanna use that.
I don't have it.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
There we go. Here you go. What's
that I
that?
do, but I wish I knew.
Yeah, yes.
So I find out the guarantee. So, yeah, and as they get older then.
Okay, that's good. You welcome. Perfect.
My mom was married, and I, so I know how to cook. Yeah. I live by myself. I know how to so, do I ever like it?
Okay, so,
Yes.
So, I mean, it's just kind of
okay, 1 tablespoon Maggi sauce. That one right there. Perfect. Yeah, I think 2 of these is enough. Or should we do? I mean, I have more.
so, yeah, I know how to sauce what to do.
We did 1 tablespoon of, is it right?
So the oyster, I would put 2 tablespoons.
Okay.
She did all sorts of stuff. I mean, she made really good tomato sauce.
Here, this one we can save for later.
That's what I remember, just chopping all sorts of stuff.
After the fish sauce is next. Okay, you're ready for the fish sauce. Okay, you did 2 tablespoons?
No, I did 1.
2. You did 2 of the yolk? Yeah.
Yes.
Great, all right, just make sure it's incorporated in there pretty well, which it seems to be, guys. Everybody seems to be a pro here.
Put our first one.
Means you're a good teacher.
All right, let's get the fish sauce on. Get this over here.
Small.
The fish sauce is also 1 tablespoon?
Yes, the fish sauce 1 tablespoon.
But they can like
Okay. The sugar we're gonna do. I do 1.5 tablespoons. I think is what we did. And then at this point, I'm gonna turn it off. Okay.
Turn it up.
Great. Okay. All right, so at this point, I'm gonna get this over here. Cool. Okay, so grab your tongs here. It's okay if they're a little dirty, it's fine. You have those over there. And just check on your noodles. And then we're going to add the Parmesan at the end.
Check on them, meaning you have to taste it.
You just feel the texture. Perfect. Yes, thank you. Here. Okay. You want to make sure they're done first.
I did.
Oh, you did?
I
Okay, good.
touched it.
Very good. Okay, great, great. All right, perfect. Do you like it? Is it good? Okay, now remember, some of the water in there is actually a good thing. As soon as you get the noodles in there, I'm going to take your spoons, put them right here. Okay, great. All right. Perfect. Okay, let me turn this off. Turn the noodles back on. Okay, how's it coming? Excellent. Great. Great job, guys. This is amazing. Okay, just get it all incorporated there. Okay, so from here we're going to do the Parmesan. I would do 2 tablespoons. Okay. Nice little chef's hand there. Good even distribution. Okay. Okay, what we're going to do, so as I'm looking at the noodles, guys, it seems a little dry. So I'm just going to take a little bit of the water. That'll give you more time before it burns. And what it will also do, it'll let that Parmesan melt. There you go. Very good. Perfect.
Yeah, the consistency looks better.
Now let's water. Okay, you don't want to turn it too much, it'll break. Okay. I
Can we
think
get
that's
a
good.
board to try it?
We're
So
going to
that
try it
we
right
can-
now.
No, to add more,
Oh,
if
okay.
we need something.
We're going to try it.
Thank you, thank you.
Here you go.
Excellent, thank you.
Let's see what we got here.
Thank you. Let's see. So we can-
Mm.
more cheese?
Very good.
So yours could use, let's see.
I think I need oyster sauce, peach sauce, or something.
Yeah.
Something missing.
I'm going to, here,
Oh, Maggie, okay.
we need salt,
Yeah.
some Maggi. Okay, let's turn it off. We're going to put some oyster on yours. Maybe put a little more garlic. Some sugar. All right, try that. Okay, let's turn the heat off here. Okay, put some more. There you go. That should be great.
Yeah. Looks good.
Okay, should I give it a try?
A little bit more cheese.
tried it? What is that?
I like it a little less salty, so I liked it, but I feel like you're gonna say you like it.
No, it's good.
Okay,
If you like, we could add oyster sauce to it, or you could leave it as is. It's pretty good.
okay, I like it as.
Okay, great. Great. Okay, so here, take your pans.
Their pastas are turning out really good too.
What's that?
At home, comments are that they're really delicious, their pastas.
Oh, really?
Yes.
Great. Okay, so we'll keep this here. These two we can mix and put at the end over there if you want, or we could keep them separate, up to you.
It doesn't,
Okay, go ahead. Take your tongs, let's mix this up. And then, how are we doing on the crab time?
Done.
It's been done.
It's been
Next
done?
time open one.
Okay, great. Okay,
so you wanna see how your added one looks
yes, I
like?
do.
Cause it's so much better than what I have.
They tried it.
Okay.
Good.
Oh my God.
Okay.
Maybe we'll keep that one separate.
Good.
So, really that Maggi sauce and the oyster sauce is where that flavor comes from. The sugar and the Parmesan bring it together, but that Maggi and that oyster sauce, that's the ticket right there. Okay, so we're gonna leave these here. When you get a chance, we can do the bowls and the serving tongs. Okay.
Are we done with rules? There's one over.
All right, time to check the crab. Let's see. Don't try that at home. Okay, so we're gonna let this just steam a little bit. We'll move these around. We're gonna dump it on the paper. We'll get some plates. Let's have a good time.
Yes.
All right. Okay.
That makes you Yep.
We gotta send some.
So when I first started cooking like a long time ago, this is kind of what the kitchen looked like, and I was cooking for one person. And so I've come a long way. All right. If you come smell that, it's amazing. I mean, you got that
Eat it so it'll
pepper.
smell like that. Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
The pepper is amazing.
That's delicious. Okay. Stop done. Okay. So you always want to check, you want to make sure it's done. I always just kind of look. If you could see, so typically this recipe calls for 350 degrees, but I've tried that and the meat's dried out. But here you can see it's flaky. If you look inside, it's still moist. You see that? So we let it go at 325 for what, about 30 minutes instead of 25, it seems? Yeah, it turned out perfect. Okay, so I'm just gonna open these. There we go. Great. Okay, this is my favorite part. Maybe instead of dumping, I'll just leave it here. Yeah, I think it's better. Okay, because it's a lot. If it was one, that's fine. All right, let me just mix them up real quick. So what we're gonna do, let's get everything incorporated like we did last time. Okay, I hope you guys are ready to get messy, because this definitely is a messy dish. All right. Okay, you wanna?
Yeah, try it out.
There you go, just get under there, incorporate all the juices on the bottom, let's roll the flavors out, and we'll be ready to dig in.
Pressure, pressure.
Looking good. No, you guys did a great job, everything turned out so perfect. Okay, crab tools are there. We have more things if we need.
You want to try?
Doing great. Doing great.
Keep going. You go.
He's doing it, look. I'll do the tasting, I'm here.
That's the good part.
Awesome. We actually did it.
Did it.
Great job, guys. This is awesome. Okay, so, let me get some tongs, I guess. I think we'll rinse some of those off. Okay, so pick a spot, I guess. Grab some bowls, get some of the noodles, and we'll dig in with the crab. And we have some tools here, the mallets, if you want to pick, we have the pickers if you want to pick into the bones, crackers, scissors, so help yourselves.
Excellent.
Thank you.
Thank you.
I'm just gonna take my noodles.
I can't have crabs, so
Thank you.
Tastes so good, it smells so good.
thank you.
You guys are
Do
really
we need more bowls on this?
Okay, again, I want to thank everyone for coming. This was a lot of fun. Just sitting together, doing something so simple yet kind of complicated. It all came together, thankfully. It's wonderful, and this is what I like to do. Thank you for coming here and allowing me to share it with you guys. Thank you again, Verdict Videos, for being here. You guys were here, I think, 5 hours before we started setting up. There's so many of you here, so much lighting, so many different angles. Really appreciate everything that you guys did. Kelly and her team, thank you very much. And we'll see you guys later. Thank you.
Is your mic still on?
I'll shut it off.
No, I'm gonna steal Steve's
Oh,
mic
yes.
and say thank you so much to Steve on behalf of the Wellness Committee. This is
course.
our first, hopefully, of several cooking classes with Steve in other places, and I know how much work you and Colette put into this, so thank
It's our
you for
pleasure, yes.
hosting, thank you for purchasing all of this and all the prep work that went in. You guys have no idea at home how much prep work went in advance.
It's true,
Well, maybe you
it's
do if
true.
you're cooking along, but thank you,
You're
Steve,
welcome.
thank
You're
you,
welcome. Thank you,
Colette.
Thank you. Okay, let's eat.
Go ahead.
All right.
Okay, I'm gonna try your noodles.